Hello, everybody. Bob6983 here. A little defeated, but there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyways, the reason you may be asking why I'm sounding defeated is because I have recorded 2 chapters, which is about 120 minutes worth of content for Rhythm Thief. And right now, Sunday, at around like 6 o'clock, when I was about to start editing the first episode, I found out that not only did I record the first episode with an accidental voice changer I wasn't even aware of, but the second one as well. So I have to re-record all of this and then edit it and then upload it. So I lost like a lot of footage, but it's okay. We're gonna jump right in. The reason I'm starting right here on this screen is because I kind of wanted to show you all what the 3DS kind of looks like when you open up like the game for the very first time. When you click on it, that's the audio that pops up. So without further ado, I guess let's go ahead and just jump right in. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. That was a very frustrating error. Anyways, there's not much you can do, I guess. This is the music that you're introduced to once you start the game. Whenever you press continue or new game, it will stop the music. All right, let's go ahead and name ourselves capital B-O-B. All right. There's only 2 options for you. The story and save. We don't really have anything to save, so let's go ahead and do this.
This is a work of fiction. No connection is intended with actual persons or events.
It's a little difficult to know because like of certain cutscenes where I should put the attention to, so my bad if I fluctuate every now and then between 2 scenes.
At the beginning of the 19th century, almost all of Europe lay in the hands of a single man, Napoleon Bonaparte. This first glorious emperor of France had a favorite saying: imagination rules the world.
Oh no, no, no! Mon Dieu! The casket, it is gone! Napoleon's casket has been stolen!
Time to awaken, Emperor. It is time.
My bad. I should have let you all know that there was a cutscene.
3 years later.
The reason I wasn't talking is because I kind of wanted to let the cutscene play out. See, had I known that like all the footage was gone, I would not have played Salmon Run on Splatoon for so long. I would have just done this instead. Because right now there's a big run going on. We got to find the new thing, the new Salmonoid King Ouroboros. Sorry, this is kind of going on a tangent while this cutscene's playing. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what I've got going on right now. I was going to finish that and then be like, all right, I'm done for today, and then start working on this. But
the name's Raphael.
there was no way I could have known.
This is my apartment, or as we say in Paris, mon appartement. I used to live here with my father. Now it's just me and Fondue. My father taught me a lot, like never take stuff that doesn't belong to you. And before you ask, no, this art doesn't belong to me. It's a long story. secret. That is, Phantom R has a secret. He's me. No time for that now, Fondue. It's showtime!
All right off the bat, before I show you all this, I'm kind of curious about something. I kind of want to show you all the voice changer that I had on before. I was talking the entire time with this effect. You can see how there would be issues with that. So I have fixed my error. I did it. All right. I'm going to show you all the very first rhythm game. The only options we have now are to play with our guide on or guide off. There really isn't much else we can do. Let's go ahead and jump right in. What you're going to be doing is sliding left or right or down or up. You just follow your back dancers. That's all you got to do. Every now and then you will draw in a circle, but basically this is a rhythm game. Just try to go off of the music. The reason I'm showing the bottom screen as well is that way you can see when I'm like moving it. You can kind of see where like my stylus is going.
3, 2, 1, go.
I said this in the failed recording, but I'm sorry if I don't talk a lot during these rhythm games. It's just that I'm trying to do my hardest to concentrate on the music, but also like talking as well. So I may not be doing my best job, but I will definitely try my hardest to talk to you all while the mini games are going. That way it's not just like the music. There's our first spin. So I found out about this game about in the 4th grade, and this is one of the only 3DS games that nobody ever told me about. I found out about it by myself. Like I was just randomly like browsing the eShop and I found this. I was like, wow, this game looks really cool. And then like I finally got to play it. And then I was like, wow, this game really was cool. And I really loved it. So I don't know. It's just like one of the few rhythm games or games in general that I feel like, wow, nobody told me about this. And I get to say I found it by myself. I'm just really proud of that. There was a project that I had to do in the 4th grade or 5th grade, one of the two, where it was like our science teacher was telling us to like make a song and dance to like the main theme was about the 3 forms of a triangle, which were acute, obtuse, and the right triangle. We just had to make a song with lyrics based off of that and with a dance. I was the only one that actually presented. Everybody else got a failing grade except for me. And I literally just stole like the song from here. And like I just like made some random lyrics for it. So that's how much I really like this game. I was willing to use this song for a freaking project in school in like the 4th or 5th grade. It was hilarious. Only one of my friends in real life knows about this game aside from me. Like actually knew about it by the exact same time I found out about it. He may be coming onto the channel for multiplayer and whatnot. Who knows though. Anyways, we did a really good job on our first minigame. I recommend you all try to go for an A rank each and every time, because there is an achievement at the very end of the game. Or rather, there is a rhythm game that is unlocked at the very end of the game to be able to... You have to get an A rank on each and every mini game or rhythm game to unlock it. By the way, if you're ever at E rank in between any of the transitions, it will say train wreck and like the screen will glitch. So that's how you know you need to like pick up the pace and just be better. During each and every rank, a character will say different dialogue. Like, oh, by the way, they don't stop clapping until you continue. Raphael will say Rhythm King for A rank. For B rank, he'll say show's over. C rank, he'll say that's the ticket. D rank, he'll say man too close. And E rank, he will say that's no way to groove.
Chapter 1. Chance Encounter.
Oh, by the way, this is going to be a 100% Let's Play, or at least an attempt to.
What do you mean you aren't coming back?
Forgive me, Raphael.
Where are you going? Don't leave me! Papa!
Oh, oops, my bad.
It's been 3 years since my father disappeared without a trace. But for the first time, we've got a lead. Right, Fondue? A coin my father left me had an unusual mark. There's a bracelet on display in the Louvre, and it's got the same mark on it, Fondue. If I get a hold of that bracelet, maybe I can find my father. What do you say to that, Fondue? You with me?
All right. Now that you see the picture up here, I'm going to go ahead and swap to this angle. I have a lot of scenes set up for this, but like it's going to be very hard going back and forth. But yeah, I'm going to try my hardest. Like I said, this is going to be a 100% let's play, or at least an attempt to. I may like skip things every now and then on accident, but I will put up on screen in case I miss something. All right. Time for me to be prepared to do all these lines of dialogue. You see the paper today? Finally, coverage worthy of us. Check it out. Phantom R, next up, the Louvre. The Paris Constabulary has received a warning from Phantom R that his next target will be the bracelet of Tiamat. The bracelet, an ancient Babylonian artifact, is part of the Mesopotamian exhibit on display at the Louvre. Authorities are baffled as to why Phantom R would be after this heretofore unknown treasure. I think that's the right word, or how to pronounce it. Inspector Vergier of the Paris Constabulary insists it's nothing more than a publicity stunt. He vows to capture Phantom R and put a permanent end to his purloining. Only time will tell if Phantom R is in for crime. Is in it for. Wait, hang on. Is in for the crime of the century, or simply in over his head. I don't know why. I just could not read that. A publicity stunt. Sounds like Inspector Vergier has his pantaloons in a knot. You're not gonna let that windbag get to you, are you, Fondue? Have I ever led you astray? We got this in the bag. Attaboy, Fondue. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we have an appointment at the Louvre. Oh, I nearly forgot. I gotta take care of one thing before we head out. Now, if you look at the right-hand side of your screen, touch the icon at the top right to open the terminal menu. Here's the rhythm list. This is a list of all the rhythm games you've already played. Just pick one to play it again. It's also the place to go to save or view your current status, so be sure to stop by often. Letting you know how to do that. All set. Now let's take it to the Louvre. In case you ever want to play any of the rhythm games like Raphael said, you can go to the rhythm list, or you just save and then quit, and then there's the rhythm list is also there as well whenever you click on your save file. Now, there are a lot of things that you're meant to collect in this game. There's going to be an NPC that explains a lot of it, but I may as well tell you right now, that way you can keep your eyes peeled for them. There is, I think, a total of 51 sound discs, which are basically the original soundtrack of this game. There are 2 in this chapter. I'm not gonna like go out of my way to like show them to you like during the normal playthrough. I'm just gonna put them on like maybe at the corner of the screen, that way you know where they are. That way you can find them if you'd like. But me personally, I'm not gonna grab them. You can though. There are another set of collectibles which are called the Phantom Notes. There are, how many are there? There are 18 in total. You can miss up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can miss up to 8 of them, but that's just because you cannot revisit certain chapters. So if you miss them in that certain chapter, you miss them for good. But just know at the end, like on chapter 10, which is the last chapter, you can buy them at the store. The only things that you cannot buy from the store are sounds and sound discs. Those are the only things you cannot buy, but you can in fact buy Phantom Notes. So be wary of that. Also, I guess sounds are another thing that I have to cover right now. There are a good portion of sounds. I think it's 60 sounds in the game. I believe it's something like that. But I don't have like that actual number on me, but yeah, it's like 60 sounds in total. I'm going to try my hardest to get all of them. However, a good chunk of them are just, you don't need them. And each of the important sounds that you need, you can all get in chapter 10 as well. So if you'd like to collect them along with me, you can, but if you don't want to, you can just collect the important ones in chapter 10. All right, Fête Paris festivities are about to begin. Do you know why there are so many flags out on the street? The French flag is said to stand for liberty, equality, and fraternity, you know. We fly the flags to remind us of these important things at least once every few years. Every day? That would be overkill. Fondue, where are you going, my guy? Fondue, whoa, buddy, where are you going? You can talk to somebody by touching them. Let's try to talk to that person there. Hang on, I was gonna say let me drink water, but I think I'm fine.
Oh, what a cute little doggy. And what are you?
Hey, Madam Paula.
I know you're excited about the Fête de Paris, but isn't it a little early to go about in a costume?
Costume, right. I guess I just couldn't wait.
It's okay, dear. I understand. It's hard with the Champs-Élysées at the Eiffel Tower all lit up. Once in a 3-year event. Of course you want to make the most of it.
Right, yeah, you got me.
Look at me rambling like a little old lady.
You are one! What are you talking about?
You know, there's a boy just about your age living right here in this apartment. He's going in costume too. Why, you'd get along famously. I bet you'd have a lot in common.
More than you think. That was close. I almost forgot I was in disguise there for a second. Note to self: be more careful when I'm out about in disguise. Oh, I'm going to miss my date with Destiny. Better hurry to the Louvre. The top screen on the 3DS will show our current location. Use the control pad to move, or the D-pad. You can also use the circle pad to move. Let's go for a spin. So this is more or less what they meant. I'm gonna put the bottom screen down there for a moment on the left-hand side. This is what they meant by like just movement. And that's the top screen on the right-hand side, I guess. Let's talk to this fine gentleman. I'm gonna flip back. You there. Have you come across any peculiar metals in the city? I'm told there's a hidden shop that only sells items in exchange for those metals. And if I'm not mistaken, you can win them by playing rhythm games too. The higher the rank, the more medals you win. With a little luck, you can find treasure chests by touching the right spot on the screen. Some chests contain medals that you can spend at the shops, and others have music data for background music. Touch the touchscreen to search each area from top to bottom and see how many chests you can find. They more or less showed you a picture of where exactly it is. It's right around here. Yeah, there we go. Got a medal or two to rub together? Then listen up, just down that street are two peculiar shops you won't want to miss. One of them, it's got stuffed cows and stags, and these old sculptures and art. Gotta wonder what the heck they sell. The other is this old music shop, and the sounds that come out of that place at night. Stay clear away from there. Who knows, if you're looking for something off the beaten path, it doesn't get farther off than that. It's not that wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and meet these two shopkeepers. Let's go ahead and meet this old fellow.
Whatever it is, it'll have to wait. I have no time for this right now. Unless you haven't come to help me complete my masterpiece, the legendary musical instrument, have you? No, of course you haven't. What would a boy like you be able to do? A true craftsman requires perfect pitch, and that isn't easy to come by. More so when working with such a fine instrument. Oh, you have perfect pitch, do you? That's what they all say. Tell you what, if you can go find the sound I need for the instrument, I'll be convinced.
They played a sound of a bat.
Show me what you've got and I'll tell you more about my miraculous masterpiece.
And the bat still happens to be on the left-hand side. Touch an object that makes noise to record its sound. The sounds you record are stored in the list at the bottom right. Basically, this episode is going to be like an entire tutorial thing. I think this entire episode is just, unfortunately, just going to be the tutorial. I'm sorry. If you want to skip this one, it's pretty much too late to the episode to tell you this. But if you wanted to skip this episode, you could have, I guess. It's just more or less telling you how to play. Touch an icon in the item list to play back sounds for your collection and make your way out of tight spots. Go ahead and tap this bat, and then the sound icon on the bottom right collects all your noises. You can just replay them back. Oh, I'm sorry, Raphael. I got a little too ahead of you. Yeah, exactly like that. That's how you do it.
Perhaps you're not completely useless after all. Very well, I'll tell you about the master instrument. It's a mysterious instrument that actually changes as it hears new sounds. That's why you need someone to gather sounds for me. My shop is just through here. Come by if you'd like to help.
I'm going to let you all know right now. The master instrument unlocks absolutely nothing for you. At least as far as I've seen, it unlocks literally nothing for you. It's just a cool thing to have, I guess. But like, you definitely do not need to do it. It's just optional. Hi, I'm Ovan, the store manager of a shop. Ovan, a customer. Who in there, right? Haven't had one of those in a while. Take your time. Don't mind the mess. Oh, okay, Raphael. Just give me a moment. We're almost done with the tutorial. We go inside the shop. Let me flip the screens for a moment. Bonjour, nice to see you, but nicer to see my wares, eh? I stand behind everything you see before me. It was something like that. I didn't get to read it fast enough. What this guy essentially does is he will collect each and every cutscene from the game, and you can buy it from him for 20 coins. This is entirely optional. You don't have to do this. Later on, he will be the shopkeeper that will sell you the phantom notes that you miss. Or if there are certain mini games that you miss throughout here, because there are optional mini games that you can get. If you miss them, then he's the guy to go to buy them. So later on, he's going to be very helpful in case you miss any. But I'm going to be showing you exactly where all the mini games are, so there's really no need for that. I think right about now would be a good stopping point for this episode. Just because like I've gone through so much information, maybe you'll need to like take it all in. But like we haven't even gotten that far. Maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload 2 episodes in one day. That way you all can do at least some progress. Because like I know I'm literally just doing the tutorial and like we haven't made any like progress at all. So I'll try to see if I can upload 2 episodes in one day, just because like I don't just want to leave you all hanging with literally only the tutorial. It makes no sense to do that. You go ahead and flip back. What a shame. I came all this way to Musée d'Orsay, but it's closed. My horoscope said this was my lucky day. So much for that, I guess. Say, that outfit looks familiar. I know. That's a Phantom R costume, isn't it? Nice choice. Phantom R is going to be big, huge. He's practically a legend already. Rumor has it you'll be putting on a special performance today at the Louvre. Performance? What else would you call a theft so deft it becomes art in its own right? Bars? They say he can dazzle with a glance. Not that I've ever had the pleasure, but someday. Maybe I'll pay a visit to the Louvre myself. Who knows, if my horoscope really was right, I might just run into him. What? No way, Fondue. Horoscopes are a bunch of baloney. You know what? I like Raphael already. Still way more. He has much more respect. All right. I think for now I'll end the episode off here, but next time on Rhythm Thief, we'll continue this. Hopefully this is in the exact same day and I'm not a cheapskate. I don't leave you hanging. But yeah, until next time, I guess I'll see you all then.